Counted all the gold in our new home. Now we can buy a ship to sail to our old one and take
You may
back
have been
all that
in a
we've
situation where you were
lost.
very, very concerned that something was going to fall apart. I think that what happened was you manifested something that you didn't quite want to manifest, and you kind of knew that this was going to be a disaster. And I think by this point, the only thing that you could do is really just kind of watch and try to micromanage and try to keep everything from falling apart. All right. At the root here, I have some, maybe not taking action or really being dedicated to something. Perhaps you went into a situation that wasn't quite a fit for you, and you move forward with something that just wasn't really in alignment with you. And the reason you did that was because it seemed at the time as if you were going to get more recognition. Um, I feel like the best thing that could happen in this situation is that you receive good news that things don't kind of fall apart the way that you were sensing it would. And I don't think it's so much environmental that it's going to fall apart like the situation itself. I feel as if you know internally that this is not a fit for you, so you feel like you have to micromanage in the external to kind of make up for uh, what's going on internally. The sense that if you drop the ball at all, or if you take your fingers off out of the pot in just the smallest amount, the least bit, that everything will fall apart because deep down you don't feel dedicated to it. So you feel like if I don't project outwardly that I'm very, very involved in this thing, that I'm very, very dedicated to this thing, that I've got my hands in every single bit of this. It could be a project, it could be a workplace thing, it could be, it could even be a relationship, whatever it is for you, it'll fall apart because deep down that's kind of what I want to have happen. All right. Here, your situation, your current energy here is the lovers in reverse. So if this is a relationship, it's kind of like you've recognized that, the person that you are with is either not your, uh, not necessarily the soulmate that is most in alignment with who you are or who you have become. You may have had some shadow issues. You might have been connecting more so in the spaces of the things that you need to work on personally, the characteristics and things that are within you that you don't like and that you may have projected onto someone else. And, you may feel like you have to show up here, be the over doting lover, the over caring person, because maybe here with this Ace of Wands in reverse and this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, there's not really taking action, and there's an energy of really not being loyal either. In the environment here, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like this is like not giving to um I'm picking up almost like a mothering energy. It could also be a masculine energy, but someone who feels as if they are, I feel like this person or the situation that you're in, if it's a workplace situation, would feel as if they were victimized if you did not give them time, energy, resources, attention, because it's the right thing for you to do. If you're in a situation with this person, or if you are in, if you're putting up the front that you are dedicated to something and this is where you are, then that's the natural expectation that a person would have, is that you would show up this way. And I feel that instinctively, or intuitively rather, that if you were to withdraw your energy or your money or your time away from the situation, then the energy you would get here is this Queen of Pentacles. This is also kind of like the martyr card for me, feeling as if someone unfairly took advantage of you. All right. Um, I feel like you might fear that you're going to be stuck and kind of trapped in your head and unable to move out of the situation because of these expectations that some of them are, I feel like they're social and societal. Some of them are thoughts that you have within yourself about what you should and shouldn't do. But emotionally, I feel like you know that this is not where you need to be at. Um, However, here, I feel like you're going to try to show some strength and connecting with allowing your mind and your spirit and your soul to kind of connect and help you move forward into the path that you most need to move into. Now, with this theme here being about the Phoenix rising and moving into the space that's going to allow you to show up in your fullest energy, this really applies to this because with this Lovers in reverse, although it sounds noble to stay in situations that you say that you're supposed to be dedicated to, a lot of times, this happens. People get into relationships, they don't really want to stay there, but they stay anyway because they feel like they're supposed to. But this is not showing just a rough patch that people are going through and then having to kind of work their way through. This is showing, I'm picking up like a little bit of toxicity even, when we're talking about the shadow sides of ourselves, it's kind of the things that we don't like or the things we don't want to see. And if you've matched with someone who is reflecting that back to you, it can be good if it's helping you to grow. But again, I feel as if this is, like I said earlier, you kind of moving past that point and kind of learning the lessons and kind of growing past it, but then feeling kind of stuck. All right. Let's get a feather message here. Some oracle advice. We have the bluebird. It says, you are being gifted with blessings of happiness and peace. So again, with this Lovers in reverse here and kind of feeling like you manifested a situation, like job or relationship that you didn't quite want to get into, I feel like you don't have happiness and peace. There's this sense that you have to kind of perform to seem as if you are something so that it doesn't pull up a red flag for someone. All right. Let's get another oracle card here. We have savings. All right. It says for you to set aside your present funds to save for your future. Okay. So you need to feel secure as you focus upon your life purpose. So again, when we were talking about this individual or the situation that you're in, that might be the situation that they don't have any savings. All right. And they're completely dependent upon you showing up a certain way. And also you could also not have any ability to move forward because here with this Knight of Pentacles in reverse here, this could be a disloyalty. And it also could be that you didn't really set anything aside. You didn't really plan for a future outside of this. And so you might be feeling like you're not financially secure enough to take a step to move into a different direction. You might actually lose a lot of things in order to move into a direction that's that might be better aligned for you and healthier and less toxic. And really for you, it would be, up to you to determine how you want to move forward with that. So I've got some Sacred Traveler cards here, and we have Distant Thunder, clear the air, and then surrendering to the journey, release control. Okay, so I feel like this speaks definitely to this energy of kind of trying to micromanage and have your hands on everything so that it seems as if you are more invested than you are. And this is saying that you need to allow the journey to unfold, even if it means that you're moving forward into a new situation that you can't really, you can't call. There's so many things that we go through and like we can't always say how it's going to play out. But part of the journey is just kind of going with it and seeing what happens because, it's not the destination. It's the experiences that you have as you're trying to get to the destination that you would like to get to. And sometimes it's a destination that you don't even know that you're going to get to. All right. With the Distant Thunder here, clear the air. Again, this is speaking to a sense of like this brooding expectation of things falling apart with this Tower in reverse here. All right. With the Tower in reverse here, it's kind of showing that, again, you're trying to keep things from falling apart. And there's lightning, of course, that's hitting the top of this. If you notice in this card, there's also Distant Thunder. So this is you recognizing that you can only keep your hands in all the pots for so long. It's only going to last for so long. And eventually, things can fall apart here. So I feel like this is another warning to kind of be aware of how you're moving so that you could take advantage of opportunities to move forward, be honest and upfront with everybody involved, because even for this individual who might be feeling as if they're going to miss out by not being with you or not having your energy or your contribution here, it could be more detrimental to have the expectation that it's going to always work out and then to find out later that it doesn't. Okay. So that's what I'm picking up with this.